Once again, it's on. Put me on a planet, damn it, where all the stems it looks like Janet. Slick, kiss it or diss it, hell I lick it and invent it. Pink, rub and rent it, hell I run it, yeah, I brand it, in it, brand it.
All right, so what I just showed you guys is my fire. I dance and I travel the world teaching dance clinics everywhere I go. And as you saw in the video, dance has taken me all over the world, to places like Mexico, Korea, India, Morocco. To me, dance is freedom. Being able to wake up and do what I love in another country, another culture, to see how people live and arrange their lives, it's so interesting to me. This is what I'm good at. But now I'm going to transition into something that I'm not as comfortable with, but I'm here to do it today because I want to help you. I want to share a story about how I got to where I'm at in life and teach you guys how to find your own fire and make a difference in the world. So here's me, baby Zach. Pretty cute, right? I actually was born here in Korea, and then I was adopted by my parents in the States. And this kind of kick-started my life, set me on a path, and led me back to you guys today. I grew up in an environment where grades were extremely important. And to be totally honest with you guys, I did terrible in school. I got all D's and F's. I couldn't pay attention in class because of my ADHD. And I didn't have a lot of friends. I just didn't fit in. So little did I know, I was like a fish trying to climb a tree. And it's said that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to then go on and believe that it's stupid for the rest of its life. I was that fish in school. And you know what? Fish don't speak either. I remember, all watching on TV, all these famous celebs, they all seem to be really great speakers, super witty with their words. And then there was me. I couldn't say the letter R until I was in my 20s. Can you believe that? I was stuck in speech therapy classes that I hated going to. And I remember telling the lady that I wanted to quit one day. And she said, Zach, if you quit, you'll never be able to say the letter R in your whole life. No one will understand you, and you probably won't amount to much. And I remember how hurt I felt and how sad I felt. And I remember kids making fun of me and thinking, if I could say the letter R, then I could do anything in life. But I had a sad outlook about my future until I found dance. And I discovered that dance was my language. Dance was the way that I express myself, because through movement, not words. Each one of you has a language, a different way to express. You got to find it. You got to ask yourself, what fires me up? What is something that I really enjoy and love to do? Dance is my fire. But your fire is something that no one else can take away from you. It's yours. It belongs to you. Your- Not your parents, not your mentors, not your audience. It's yours, and you got to own it. You got to nurture it. You got to grow it into something that you can use in life. And then you're going to start to be able to see all the opportunities that exist out there. You want to know how I learned my first dance moves? It wasn't from a famous trainer or an expensive course. It was a small gift, a DVD gifted by one of my friends named Ryan Smith. How to break dance. And I still remember some of my old moves. You want to see? Okay, you're ready. No, honestly, I was bad. I was the guy who was like standing against the wall at all the school dances. But okay, so guys, now that you found your fire, you have to do something with it. You have to learn. And we live in a world today where we have access to so many amazing tools. We got YouTube, we got Google. You can pretty much learn anything online for free. You have access to mentors online. You have books. Guys, if you're not reading, then you're not growing. Develop your skills, but also develop yourself as a person. And remember that it's a process, it's a journey. When I first started dancing, I wasn't that good. But then I met some others that danced. I practiced with them. We ended up going to college together and created a crew. And I remember one summer, we wanted to go to Chicago to compete at this event called City versus City. The best of the best were going to be there. And we did the one-on-ones. So after everybody went through, me and my friends' names weren't called. And so I was like, yo, guys, like, they didn't call us. And my friend said, Zach, dude, I'm glad they didn't call us. If we would have danced, people would have made fun of us. So my friends were nervous, but that wasn't okay with me. So I got up, I ran on the stage in front of like thousands of people. I got the attention of the organizers and the judges and told them that I wanted my chance to dance. So all eyes were on me. And I remember it happened so fast. I heard some people clap. I heard some people laugh. I think I heard more laughs. It wasn't that good. But in the end, I was just happy that I danced. And the lesson that I learned from this and realized is that I feel like a lot of us are afraid of what other people think, afraid of looking bad, feeling like we're not enough, and afraid to fail. But guys, this is part of the process. This is something that you have to do to get better. And it's part of your journey, and I remember after that, I just kept on practicing and working. And eventually, I started to become pretty good. And eventually, I started winning competitions. And eventually, I was on So You Think You Can Dance. Have you guys heard of that show? And so I auditioned 3 times. Each time, I made it a little bit further in the competition. But I remember the last time I auditioned, receiving some pretty harsh critique from one of the producers. He was like, you just don't have what it takes. And I remember his words hitting me pretty hard. And as I was walking off stage, this other famous dancer that advanced came up to me and was like, Zach, you got to move out to LA. You got to take classes, do ballroom, and after a year, you'll be able to make it next time. That's what his friends did. It took them about 4 or 6 times before they actually made it on the show. But for me, I decided not to try out again. 1, because the guy's words hurt me, and 2, because I received some advice from a different producer. He was like, Zach, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. There's other ways to make a living out of dance. He suggested that I contact Nesquik, the chocolate drink company, because my b-boy name is Nesquik, and I always drink Nesquik before competitions and battles. So it was like, good idea. And I told my friend, we created this video of me dancing, and at the end, I opened up the fridge and drank a Nesquik. And so I sent it in. Nestle loved it. They wrote back saying, fantastic, this is awesome, but we can't make this into a commercial, and we can't pay you. But we'd be happy to send you some free product. So I was like, free Nesquik? Awesome. So looking back now, the thing that I learned is that no is part of the process. Hearing no is good. It's a good thing because the more no's you hear will lead you to that one yes. But you also have to learn how to ignore the no's. You have to know when to say yes, and you also have to know when to listen to the no's. So it's all about just, trying hard, training, doing your very best, and then just going for it. But knowing that you have to learn from your mistakes, because my mentor said people that make the most mistakes and fail the most and actually learn from them grow the fastest and reach a pretty high success level. And so yeah, guys, that's what you have to do. And after you've found your fire, you've ignited it with practice, you have to put yourself out there. You have to show the world what you do and who you are. And the way that I did it was I started off with the Nesquik video. After that, I hired a photographer. I created a website. I learned how to write good emails, and I sent them out. It was a numbers game, and I heard a lot of no's. But I went back. I tweaked my email. I went out and did things. I accomplished more things. I started to make some money, booked some jobs, and just kept repeating the process. But it was never like an overnight thing. It was never like, okay, I just made it like 1 year later. It took me about 10 years to be at the point where I started traveling the world and making a full-time career out of teaching dance. So I inspire people with dance. Other people use speech. Speaking isn't my strong suit, but I've still made a difference, and so can you. You just have to stay passionate. You have to stay enthusiastic, in love with your passion, in love with your life, and have a good attitude. Your attitude is everything. And I use dance, and I'm going to continue to do that. For you, it might be different, but dance is my voice. Dance is my fire. Now go out and find yours. Thank you.